Yep, in the building.
In the building.
Now, I spoke to a few people who said they watched it. They actually watched the live. I said the live. They watched the series all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
BX, what's up, my brother? A few people said they watched it all the way through. I had a couple people said they didn't watch it. They after maybe 2 episodes. Now, my personal opinion. Well, you already kind of know where I'm at with it. My personal opinion. I was not going to watch anything after episode 2.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I stopped.
After episode 2, my goal was to say, you know what, and please hit that like button because it don't cost a dime. But yeah, I was not gonna watch anything after episode 2. Oh, you saying BX? Hey, you know, if you wanna get in and you know dialogue with us for a second, you're more than welcome. But after talking to you, I said, you know what, my bro got a good point. Let me go watch all the episodes. Let me go watch all the episodes just in case I got to go back and forth with somebody I know what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Now, my personal opinion on it, I feel like it was too it was just like not realistic. A lot of parts was just not realistic. A lot of parts of it was like okay, like what was that like when they went to get the shoes over the gate? Was that like a panther or something like that?
Yeah, Black Panther or some shit. Just the simple fact that he threw the undefeated fours over the fence, like
unbelievable. No. It was the Oregon Force.
Oregon Force. There you go. My fault. Oregon Force. Yeah.
Either way, it was just like, what? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. That just didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm. But I told you from the jump, I just feel like it should have been called something different. I think the show should have been called, or the movie series, whatever. It should have been called Resellers, because that's what it was. Excuse me, that's what it was really all about. It was just about reselling shoes.
I agree. I feel like that was the whole gist of the show. To be honest with you, I feel like that was the gist of the show. Like it should have literally been called Resellers, because for the simple fact that was the main focal point of the show.
Yeah, that's all they did was resell kicks, flip kicks to get to the next shoe, to get to the next shoe, to get to the next shoe. The whole storyline behind all of it was homie just trying to break even, in a sense. Like that whole 5,000, and then you know he had to flip back up to try to cover his tracks type shit.
Yeah, and so I feel like I was telling you, I feel like they should have started. For me, for it to be, I mean, and of course they're not. They could care less to cater to me, but I'm saying the reason why I feel the way I feel is because, like, the average person, when you're trying to go buy a shoe, you're not going directly to Flight Club. Flight Club is the last option.
Any of those consignment stores are the last option. We ain't even got to single out Flight Club. Any of those consignment shops, you know, Flight Club, Cool Kicks, you know, Round Two, just a consignment store in general is not the first, you know, place you going for a shoe. We all going to a flagship. We going to a Foot Locker, Foot Locker, Champs, DTLR, you know, Finish Line, Foot Action. We're going to regular stores that sell GRs. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly, regular stores where you can just go in there and get a pair of socks for like $4, or get you a T-shirt 3 for $20 or 4 for $20. You know what I'm saying? And I think for me, like I said, another thing for me is that it didn't show like where it began.
Yeah, it didn't show from the grind.
Yeah, it showed no type of grind whatsoever. It was just like, you know what? we're gonna start at we already on. We already got a crazy collection. We already got connections. We already know people, and it's like, nah, that's not really how it go. You know, that's not really that. That's not really how it go. Like, what happened to? Where's where's that kid that's in the 12th grade that has a job, that has no car, so he's on public transportation, and you know what I'm saying? Where is he at?
Yeah.
Like, we get none of that. We get all adults who has all these connections, like, already. It's like, nah, that's not really how it goes.
Yeah. Remember we even said that how it started. Why are they outside of a consignment store to get a GR?
Lined up. Unbelievable.
Lined up. Like, who's going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, he going to get a Cement 4 and they outside a consignment store. It's like, wait a minute, guys. That don't even make no sense.
It makes no sense whatsoever.
They're making sneakerheads and resellers in the same light. Yeah, pretty much. That's what the game is built on now. It's like everybody's flipping a shoe. Nothing wrong with it, but a lot of people are just copping shoes just to flip. Like, it's not even like they copping them because they want them. And you know how I feel. I'm pretty sure you feel the same way about the label of just being a sneakerhead. Like, I don't identify with the label sneakerhead. It just
I do not, because at this point in my life, even till today, I still don't really know what it is.
I don't even, but I told you where I think it began. It had to begin from someone who was looking for some type of way to put the culture in a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never heard, like, from young to now. Well, I can't say from young to now, but from being young and growing up in sneakers and, you know, having your older cousins, brothers, whatever, freaking put you on the kicks, or your friends put you on the kicks. We never used the word sneakerhead. Like, that was never a word. Never
a word. Never. And it's BX. What I would say, I can relate to having the love for sneakers and starting a family.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody can relate to that, because there's a lot of people out here who have not started a family.
Yeah.
I can relate.
There's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people out here. Well, all right. So if we stick to the show, the wife never really stated the reason for him not being able to still continue cop kicks. Like, I don't understand how he had a love for sneakers and just stopped instant. Like he never bought another. So you mean to tell me?
Which is not even unrealistic.
Yeah, that's unrealistic. Like, he just was. So he walked around in those, what were those shits they called, Toms or whatever. Like, he wore.
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me he wore those every day from the time he met her? Like,
exactly. IBA was good. Exactly. Like, come on.
IBA, what up? What up?
Nobody. Yeah. Like, nobody's. I mean, unless you hit hard times and you just don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, they made it so just but this is just my point of view. They made it so unrealistic. Even like I said, the comedy aspect, to me, it was so forced. Like, they was trying to make you laugh all day. And I'm like, okay, are we dealing with sneakers here, or is this a comedy? What are we doing? And I understand, you know, one of the guys is a comedian, obviously, but come on, bro. It's like, it's not all day. Like, you don't. It was so forced for laughter. It was like, all right, I see what. Okay, it's just too much.
Hold on, bro. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it could have been. I feel like this was a situation to. I'm gonna shoot it to your DM, IBA. I feel like this was one of those situations where, I feel like it's one of those situations where, at the end of the day, they feel like as long as they got like big name faces, they'll be good. You feel me? That's how it came off to me. If we got a face, like we got
there was hella cameos. Let's just say it. There was hella cameos throughout the whole joint. It was just cameo after cameo after cameo. And then you know how we said it. It wasn't even relatable with that because who's just walking up on Perfect Pair's crib?
Who makes not at all. Not at all.
You know what I mean? You just walk up to his crib, knock on the door, and say, "Yo, I got these for you." Like, no, that ain't how it works.
Unbelievable. And then, like I said, on top of that, you go to fucking Hong Kong or something. Like you go all the way across the globe to get a shoe, not even knowing if this person that's looking for this shoe, if he already got it or not. You have no desire to reach out to say, hey, if you're still looking for this shoe, you do none of that.
You going on a hunt. Niggas went on a hunt for a shoe that, for 2 years. You looking at a video for 2 years, and then you go on a hunt like as if it was yesterday. Like
unbelievable. Make
that shit crazy.
What's up, bro?
IBA, what's good, bro?
Nothing much. But look, I wanted to tap in on, you know what I'm saying? You saying why his wife probably didn't like him messing with shoes. It's probably because I feel like, they didn't really get into it, but I feel like he probably really did have an obsession and it was really that bad. And I just feel like they really didn't get into that yet, but I feel like it's gonna come of the reason why. You know what I'm saying?
It probably will.
Yeah, it will, but right now though, like when you got to figure when you telling a story, you got to give me something to get me in. Like, okay, peep game. The only reason why I continued watching it was so that I could have all the information to be able to talk shit. I would have stopped after the second episode. After that, I was done. I didn't need to see no more.
Right.
Yeah, I only watched it was a dub for me after the second episode. It was a dub. I was out of it.
Yeah. I watched it because people talk bad about it, but like I said, I want to have my own opinion about it also.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Exactly.
That makes sense.
But you remember the part where when they had went to Hong Kong supposedly, and he pulled out his infrared threes.
Yeah.
And then that tells you there that he had a collection that he was forced to sell, like he don't have it no more.
No. Understood that. I think my issue is how they just embellished so much stuff. They did the way they made us look. Well, they made the sneaker culture, which is us. They made us look beyond stupid and desperate.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going. If IBA got 10,000 pair of sneakers that he's trying to get rid of, I'm not going to travel the globe to find him that one shoe or find him a shoe that he wants so bad to swap out with his collection before I check. Before I check to see if he got it.
In 2 years, that's the thing. It was a 2-year-old video.
Exactly, a 2-year-old video. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Because it just doesn't make any sense to do that. That doesn't make sense,
bruh. We not willing to go, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going from New York to LA for a pair of shoes. I mean, there's some people that do it, but
no. It's not necessarily that. It's the reasoning behind it. Like, we're talking about Perfect Pair. We all know the connections the Perfect Pair has. We all know the connections. DJ Clark Kent, the mayor. We know the connections that they have.
Wherever they want it, they're going to get it. They don't need nobody to go find it.
Exactly. So in 2 years, I would have already assumed he had that shoe and however many pairs it came with. That's why when they pulled up on the nigga and the nigga talk about, yo, I had the other 5. And I'm like, you feel me? Like
your man's.
Yeah, like 100%. I agree with you 100%. It was a hell of a reach. And then on top of that, now you're going to an auction. And you get to this auction and you, first of all, come on. You go from betting 500, 200, 300, 400, 600, 5,000. Come on. Come on, bro. Damn.
Super, let me tell you something. If you had me do some shit like that, you was running me my whole $5,000 back, bro.
Yeah, like
that's a fact.
And then you running me my whole money back, bro.
Bro, and then that's what I'm saying. It was a hell of a reach. And then on top of that, to get there and it's like, oh, it's only one shoe in the box. What?
Man.
Wait. There's only one shoe in the box, and then instantly on Instagram you find Shorty burning the joints. You didn't find y'all couldn't find that video before?
My nigga, yeah. Come on, like come on, bro. Like it was for me. It was too much for me.
Y'all killing me, man.
Tweezy,
y'all killing me right now. Man.
What happened?
Why y'all trashing the show so much?
Because the show was trash.
It's trash.
It was trash, though, bro.
But my thing is, it's a TV show.
What's that mean, though?
Because like the way y'all started off the conversation, like y'all was really critiquing it like it was supposed to be real life, true story documentary.
No. That's not. Nah.
It's not critiquing it for what it is, bro. I mean, it's just what it is.
It's what they depicting. It's what they're portraying the sneaker culture to be.
And it's not true.
That's not what it is, though. It's not true.
I agree on that part. But my thing, so as you didn't enjoy the show. It wasn't entertaining at all.
It was not entertaining to me.
Not at all.
Because like I said, I was going to stop at the second episode.
We did stop at the second episode.
Yeah, it wasn't entertaining. I feel like the other sneakerhead little documentary. I feel like that was much better to me.
Kicks was fire. The other joint that we talked about, the other sneaker joint that they did was a documentary. I get that. That was better. But Kicks as a movie was way better than this.
Bruh,
it was.
I could have made a better movie than that. I could have made a better movie than that, bro.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, any of us with the stories that we have and what we've been through could probably come up with a better script than that. That's just my opinion. Because from the looks of it, whoever put that together, they're not a part of this. They're not in this culture. They can't be to come up with that.
Right. And there's too many people that would have loved to, you know what I'm saying, have partake in that and give you some real insight.
Exactly. Too many.
It could have been way better than that. Yeah.
I just feel like they dropped the ball. They had an opportunity. They jumped on it. But they were too busy worried about the looks in the joint. You got to figure all the stores they went to was name brand consignment stores from out there in LA. All the people that they dealt with was big time people in the sneaker culture that are doing it, and they're doing it as themselves. It's not like they even renamed them. They're telling us who they are. We're looking at Perfect Pair. We know who Perfect Pair is. So there was a part of reality and a part of like some make-believe shit that's like, come on. And let's just skip to certain parts that is just undeniable, like the nod. The fuck is a nod? Like
I don't even know where that came from. That was
there's no such thing. That shit corny. Oh. I see a nigga that's got some fire shit on. His kicks is on point. When I see him, I'm a my nigga. Them shits is hard, bro. Like that's what I'm gonna say. I'm not hating. Yeah, I'm not gonna head nod him or look and he know that his fit was on right. No, what are we talking about?
I said that to people, and I've had people say it to me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather somebody speak up and say something rather than give me a nod.
Because I don't know what that means.
You give me a head nod, I'm gonna be looking at you like, why is this nigga head nodding? Like, what are we doing here?
I mean, but it's not just. I mean, I could say it's not just a head nod. It's like more of a head nod and like a slight point. You know what I mean? Like I see, I look at your shoes, like like I see what you're doing, like, and we do that to each other.
Not head nod though. I'm a speak though.
Head nod, but we won't speak up because I have no.
I'm saying it.
Go ahead, Tweez.
I'm saying it comes with something extra. That's what I'm saying. It comes with like a little slight look at the shoes or like a slight point to the shoes. It's not just a head nod because the head nod is just saying what's up for the most part.
But that's not what they explained in the movie. That's not what they.
That's my point exactly. A head nod is saying. A head nod is, especially on our side of town, Tweezy. A head nod is what's up, home. That's what a head nod is. What's up, Holmes? That's what it is.
It ain't you put your outfit together, the shoes fire, you did like it was so much that she went there. Even to get to the bag, niggas walked through different buildings, went to dinner or lunch, whatever. Bought weed to bring to the like. Ain't nobody doing all of that.
Like I feel like in a way, it was kind of like a stereotyping of a sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? Like they low key trolling a little bit. Like you know,
that shit was a parody. That was a parody. That's
bro.
And
then old boy went up in Riff and bought something and gave it to the chick, and she started crying. I'm like, what? Who's crying? What are we doing here?
That's why I say I think it's something more to that shoe. Either we didn't catch it,
or
we just ain't got there yet.
That was
the shoe with her pops. That was the first shoe she ever sold. It was her pops' initials on the shoe. She had been in search. She had been in search looking for it. Yo, if you ask me, I think it would have been a better series if they ran with the the Nori chick story. If they would have ran with, if she was the main character, I think it would have came off way better.
I just think
I feel like it's not over. I think the second season is gonna come back a lot stronger.
Yeah, it's
gonna be more in depth. You know what I'm saying?
Why am I pulling back up?
It was only like 6. It was only like 6 episodes to get a feel. Because trust me, I'm pretty sure they didn't think that motherfucker was gonna do numbers.
Yeah, but they left a lot of holes in it, and I feel like
they knew it was gonna do numbers. They knew it was gonna do numbers.
Yeah. People did not. It didn't get numbers. Bro, hold on. It didn't get numbers based on the show. I mean, you gotta understand. The sneaker community is a culture, bro. I mean, for something to be named Sneakerhead, of course we gonna go look.
That's
you know what I'm saying? We gonna check that out. But the thing is, we was disappointed. We expected way more than that. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, it was mediocre. You know what I'm saying? It was like, basically that's some underground shit. That's some shit that, like I said, whoever whoever wrote the storyboard was just all over the place. It could have been better. I don't know.
I agree. It definitely could have been better, but I feel like they definitely hit both avenues. Because I could definitely say like the older crowd and the younger crowd. Because now recently I've been dealing a lot with like 24 and under, like 18 to 24. I've been dealing with them a lot, and I can definitely say that whole reselling side of the game, they be moving like that. Not as far as like the whole weed and going to China and all that extra shit, but they definitely be moving and reselling like that. Like it be real.
But this is what we know. So mainly the truest part of the series was the reselling, which probably why the name should have been
reseller.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I agree with that.
Because
you know what I'm saying?
When you think of it, like at the end of the day, half the stuff, like case in point, we go to the Jason Mark location, and he get the shoe clean. All of a sudden, we come back, the shoe's gone. However, we go on Instagram, the dude is live on the gram, but we know exactly how to find him within the next 5 minutes.
Right.
Come on, like
I mean, I don't know these like
anybody. Whoever sneakerheads, right? Whoever took the chance to sit down and write it, they're not. They cannot. Right. There's no way they're in this culture, bro. Because we didn't see no collections. Like we didn't see none of anybody else in the movie. We didn't see none of their collections. We didn't know what was their favorite shoe. I mean, we found out about old boy and his shoe. But what we did see was a bunch of hype shit from the beginning. When my man walked from the back of the line,
on their feet, everything. That's all. We just saw hype shit on everybody's feet. Yeah. That's it.
Shit that's not realistic. Like case in point, Tweety. You in line at Downtown Locker Room, right? Now you don't know me, but I walk up to the kid in front of you and give him $60 and say, "Hey man, go get your mother something to eat." And I get in front of you, Tweezy. That's not gonna go well.
The line going up.
That's not gonna go well.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like they was all over the place. I feel like whoever sat down to write it, it was just not it.
At that point, you had to get that kid the money and let him just go buy your shoe. But as far as swapping, trading places, nah.
Second season is going to be over. My whole thing is, what is making me pull back up for the second season, though?
Bruh, it might not even be a second season. The way I look at this,
thank you. Yeah, that's what I mean.
And it ain't gonna do what they expected, and and then like I said, we ain't the only ones that's talking, man. I'm pretty sure other people is doing the same thing we're doing right now.
Like I said, we all can relate we all like look at any of us, and I'm talking about the four of us on the screen, even some of the folks in the chat. We all looking at that. We can relate to something in like the late 90s, early, like we can relate to older stuff. Like they ain't touch on no type of struggle. It's like off the rip, everybody on. That's impossible.
Right.
Yeah, and got thousands of that.
And got that bag. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like I don't know any man with a wife at home and 2 kids is out here
Spending their last.
Come on, bro. Like, oh yeah, I got 5,000. Knowing how your wife feel about how your wife feel about that situation. It's like, come on, bro. They got us looking crazy out here, bro. They got us looking crazy out here.
Like we irresponsible over some goddamn
Like
shoes.
we just all the way irresponsible,
Yeah,
bro.
they definitely did. They even had the part where the wife came out and was like, over some shoes?
Like, come on, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
nah, hold up.
But I think that's
when
the
you're
overall.
on
That's the overall basis of the label, though, being labeled as a sneakerhead. That's what I'm saying. Like that whole label right there is just off the wall. Sneakerhead, sneaker. Like I don't know. I just don't identify with it. I don't.
Yeah, I definitely don't. Because like I said, even still, I look at it like, and one of the reasons why I say I can't relate to it, because I've literally been buying sneakers for 21 years, probably. Literally for 21 years, I've been buying sneakers. Okay, bro, I've been buying sneakers for 21 years. So if you think about 19 years ago, around my neighborhood, I wasn't called the sneakerhead. I was just called the dude with the shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go further when you hear people say, "Oh, you're not a sneakerhead if you don't have this. You're not a sneakerhead if you don't have that." So it's like, okay, so what really is a sneaker? What is it?
I feel like it's a lifestyle, bro. It ain't
I don't know.
about just about having the kicks. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they say, what is hip hop? You know what I'm saying? It's the way you walk, it's the way you talk, it's the way you dress. You feel me? And I feel like
it's a lifestyle.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
That makes sense.
But sneakerhead is, like I said, is to put everyone in a box. I feel like it was a media. It was part of the media. Like you need something to call them. So you got sneakers, sneakerhead, done. Like that's what everybody's gonna be, put in the box of. Because you need a title. That's what they feel. You need a label. You know what I'm saying? You got award shows. You got rap. You got pop. There's different genres. So you figure they had to figure out something, or somebody had to figure out something. But don't call me that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because I don't even, like I said, I don't identify with that. So when even people that I don't know, if they see me more than once, they assume, okay, he got a lot of shoes. Oh, you must be a sneakerhead. I'm still like, what is that? Like,
I think it's y'all look at it too deep. I feel like sneakerhead is just a term to call people that like shoes, bro. If you like shoes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then why can't you just say I like shoes? Like, why I gotta be a sneakerhead?
I feel like sneakerhead is the same thing though.
Yo, what up, y'all?
What's up, my brother?
What's good?
Oh, so we gonna call it I like shoes heads now? That's what we doing?
You know what I'm saying?
I just don't like. That label of a sneaker, because think about it. If you ask people,
hey, Hop, I agree. I'm gonna put you on retro. Hop, I totally agree. If you get that look and you know what it is, you know what that look
the wife,
is.
you know that. Yeah.
Right.
I feel like if I ask around in the culture, there's a lot of people that you say, "Yo, are you a sneakerhead?" And most people are gonna say, if they don't identify, but if they do, then okay, like boom. Case in point, Tweezy. I asked you I said, "Oh, it's good to know you." You said, "No, I'm a sneaker enthusiast."
Like, what's the difference?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
It could be an age gap thing, though. Like,
I was gonna say that I was never.
I definitely feel like it's an age gap thing, because we got to remember, sneakerheads. The term sneakerhead was not always here.
Right.
Never. Yeah.
But that go with a lot of words. That go with a lot of things nowadays. You feel me?
No. You're right. But then there's an explanation for why it happened. That's what I'm saying. I need to know the person. I need to know who was the person or the group that came up with sneakerhead.
Bro,
if somebody called you a clout chaser, regardless of you know exactly what they talking about.
Yeah.
But we know exactly what they talk about when they say sneakerhead too, though.
No, we don't. That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Bro, check this out.
Because look, IBA, you would tell me, oh yeah, you're not a sneakerhead if you don't have these
Travis Scott sixes. Just put a short there.
Ones. I'm not saying you purposely, but I'm saying the average person.
Somebody would.
You're not a sneakerhead if you don't have the Travis Scott ones. I don't like them. So since I don't like them, I'm already out of the loop because I don't like the Travis Scott ones.
But you don't have to have a specific shoe to make you a sneakerhead, bro.
That's what the consensus says, though. That's what they say. Right. That's what they say, though. It's out there. People say, "Oh, you ain't got those, man. You ain't no sneakerhead." That's a normal saying.
So now,
I don't have a closet full of New Balance. What you talking about?
And some would say that you're not a sneakerhead.
People will definitely say, like, if you, and I think that's a younger thing because people will say, oh yeah, you're not a sneakerhead if all you wear is New Balance.
I'm a damn man.
Okay, maybe I'm not. I don't know because, like I said, my response to that is maybe I'm not because I don't know what it is.
My response is hell yeah, I'm not.
Just like calling somebody a hype.
Nigga that like shoes.
Calling somebody a hype beast. What is the definition of a hype beast? What is that?
We all know what that is.
Somebody who only likes hype shoes, or somebody who has a lot of hype shoes,
or the person that only like shit that
like
that everybody else like.
Right.
Don't know if ain't nobody checking for it. You know what I'm saying? I want it.
Hey, real quick though, I'm about to go in this building. I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, for sure.
All right, my bro. You already know.
All right.
That's 80% of the game, though, right there.
80%.
80%.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. If it ain't got no resale, we don't want it.
And that's about 80% of the. That's about 80% of the game.
In a lot of cases, that's what people are saying. Look, if it ain't got no resale value, bro, I'm good. And it's like,
right?
What? You know what I'm saying? But a lot of I don't even think, to be honest with you, saying that, I don't consider you a hype beast. I consider you a hustler because you're trying to make money. So you're not necessarily.
Well, no, because not necessarily, because the thing is, just because, I mean, yeah, people, you gotta understand. It's like let's say if you go out to get a Ralph Lauren hoodie, you know what I'm saying? And this hoodie costs $2,000 and this and that. People, everybody that get that stuff, they want to be seen in it. They want to rock it. They ain't trying to resell it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I'm not gonna say everybody. Because there's a lot of people. They hit for the flip.
Bro, it's just like Kanye said. You know what I'm saying? I spent about whatever amount on this just to be like, nigga, you ain't up on this. I mean, that's really what it is, my nigga.
That's a fact. I agree with that. 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's not everybody's thought process.
True.
Now, granted, I mean, I've been one of those people that feel that way from time and time again. But also, I'm buying something that I really like. Now, granted, I like that I could buy something and say, yeah, I got this, and more than likely, if I'm around somebody, they probably won't have it.
Right.
But for the most part, in most cases, people that's going after the stuff that's only hyped, in most cases, bro, they looking for a flip. Because if you notice, they don't even wear it.
Hey, but you got some people that do. Like, well, come on. I mean, well, you was out here, but like I said, you probably didn't notice. But like I said, when I go over there, like where we went, like on Melrose, and you know what I'm saying, them Hollywood shops and shit like that, bruh, it's people all the way from kids all the way to people that's older than me, and you see them dress a certain kind of way, and you be like, I would never wear that. But then if you total up everything that they got on in their outfit just right now, down to the little fanny pack, down to the belt, to the sneakers, you know what I'm saying, racks. Easy.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally agree with that. Yes, I agree.
Like I said, I feel like there's different lanes for everybody. There is some shit that we probably wouldn't do, but then you got people out there that's shitting money. It ain't nothing to them. For them to spend, You know what I'm saying? 10,000 is like 1,000 to them.
I agree.
Mhm.
I definitely agree. I
know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
But is the label as a hype beast, or is the labels in general, do they fit? That's all I'm saying. Because I get the whole hype beast thing, but I don't understand that either. It's like, okay, if you wear a bunch of hype shit, what if you just like the shit that the culture hypes up? Because think about it. If nobody says anything or bigs that up, like I like Supreme. Supreme is big now. Like everybody's into that streetwear. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing for the flip. It's a huge thing to wear on the streets and everything else. But I wouldn't consider myself a hype beast. I consider myself a motherfucker that likes Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you're put in a box, or you're put.
Hey,
you have
but Supreme,
a label put
Supreme
on
is,
you just because
Supreme
you like the
is
rock
hype
song.
though, bro. Supreme is hype though. That's just a hype.
Supreme is hype.
How? I was.
It's just come on now. Like we got people, we're making Supreme cookies.
That's
Nigga,
Bro,
can make
but listen,
Supreme
if you say,
straw. I can put Supreme on this and it's going up. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm like,
but if you say Supreme is hype, then you got to say Nike's hype too. You got to say Adidas hype too.
Nigga, they ain't charging like what Supreme charging for the shit they be charging. You ain't seeing
We
nobody
can't talk about charging because then we can't talk about charging because you're gonna pay. Hold on. There's Air Jordan mids right now. Mid ones going for $315.
Okay, but that's $300 something. I'm talking about Supreme making like pinball machines. They make like oil gas cans.
For a mid.
You know what I'm saying?
For a mid. For a mid. There's no way you're gonna tell. You know what you're gonna tell me that's okay? So that's not hype. Niggas ain't hyping up that mid.
Hey, so like I said, sometimes people hype up shit for no reason. Just like I feel like, let's say like the Fragment. I feel like the Fragment.
So if they hype it up for no reason, but all I'm saying is,
you know what I'm saying? The same way they hyped up the Oregon.
That's hype. But look at the brand.
I mean,
look at the brand that it is, though. Look at the brand that it is. So then we have to consider if we're gonna call a brand a hype. If we're gonna say it's hype beast, but then Nike has to be on that list. Adidas now with Yeezy has to be on that list.
Yeah, but the brand don't hype that up, man. It's the people that be hyping that shit up.
But that's across the board, though. That's all across the board.
That's what I'm saying. The people don't hype up. That's all across the board.
Hey, if I make something and I just put it out there, but the people just hyping up my shit, I'm gonna ride with it. I'm not gonna be like, well, no, this ain't that and this. No, I mean, hey, that's what y'all do.
And that's why they keep putting their name on shit. Like that's exactly why they're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you gotta remember
that's what Supreme is, though.
Yeah, you gotta remember the supply and demand. So Supreme, you gotta remember Supreme retail prices are not high. Not the retail price.
Not at all.
Right.
So the flip prices, that's not Supreme doing. Supreme retail is very affordable.
Facts.
Very.
You're right.
It's a nigga like me who is putting that extra 700 on something. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense, but that's what happens.
But they definitely know what they're doing. Like we can't kid ourselves. They know what they're doing. I mean, like IBA said, we got cookies now with a Supreme stamp on it.
But it's all supply and demand. Like you got to think.
If y'all mean to tell me Nike don't know what they're doing?
Yeah, if that's your brand,
it's one thing. I said it's one thing if that's all you like with Supreme. Like, you know, I'm only rocking Supreme. I'm only getting Supreme. I'm assuming that everybody here is getting other items. So we're not just getting Supreme. Like if you're just getting Supreme, I'm looking more, that's like hype beast level stuff. But if you're getting other things, I'm not going to consider you a hype beast because you got Supreme, you like Nike, you like Adidas, whatever. But if you just getting that one brand as far as Supreme goes, that's kind of hype beast to me. Like out here,
it could be hype depending on the longevity. Like if this person, because you got to think Supreme has been around for a long time.
Right.
Look.
But I agree with Hop. Like, and I was just telling my little brother this. The Nike SB, my nigga, first of all, Nike SB 2020 has been the year. 2020 has been a year for Nike SB. 2019, 2020, Nike SB has been doing numbers.
Yep.
I've been buying, first of all, I got a pair of Nike SBs right here, and I was just showing my little brother this. A pair of Beijing Nike SBs. I got these, I want to say I got these for like $70. You would never find a Nike SB for $70 today.
True for you, a hype beast though.
I mean, some would say.
Look, all right, let me
You put those on.
Let's
You
say,
put those on right now and take a picture. You're a hype beast.
That's a
I'll
fact.
take this. Let me give you an example, Shoe Freak. All right. Before this shoe game, wasn't nobody hollering about sole premise this, sole premise that.
Nobody
Right.
needs a sole premise.
That part. So how did sole premise be able to grow in this community as much as it did, as it probably wouldn't have if it wasn't for some of us?
I agree with that.
I have promo code. You didn't have a promo code, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That we could name several other people that I don't know out the name, but you know, all the homies got promos.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we get stuff, and the thing is, it's funny because I'm gonna just keep it 100. We get the stuff, and it ain't like we tried it out. It ain't like we had it for a while. It's just that you get put on, and you be like, "Go get this, go get this, go get this."
Yeah. Absolutely.
Use my promo code. Use this and this and that. So you could low key say that it's like we made, you know what I'm saying, that company or them bags be like, "Oh, this is, you gotta have this if you're a sneakerhead."
Well,
To an extent, like, you know what I'm saying, like, bro,
I wouldn't say sneakerhead, but I get what you're saying.
you feel me?
Basically, y'all co-signed it.
I feel like we
Y'all
put the hype.
co-signed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hype.
I agree.
We put the hype on that.
I agree. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that
You feel
100%
me?
because it's a lot of us.
Right.
It's a lot of us. So
And then it's like, then we got followers. So just because we say we got it, oh, they say it's Gucci. Oh, then that must mean it is what it is. We about to go cop that.
absolutely. I
So would
agree.
y'all?
You
So
know
would
what
you
I'm
consider yourself a hype beast?
Would I consider myself one?
For as far as the sole premise, if somebody's rocking that bag now, are they a hype beast?
Some people may be. Some people might get it for what it is, and some people just got it just because they feel like they want to fit in or be like, I'm one of the cool people. I got one of these bags. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
this is part of the
I
culture.
agree with
You
that.
feel me?
I agree. Because you could get it just because I'm going to all these events and I'm seeing everybody with these sold premise bags. I gotta
Right.
get one. I gotta
Mhm.
get one to be a part of that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, we all have. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I have a little hype beast in me. I'm not gonna say everybody does, but I know I do.
No, I agree with that.
I
I
know.
definitely got a little me. Yeah.
I know I have a little hype beast in me. It's not
But some of that shit is dope though. Like I can't.
That's what I'm about to
front
say.
on it.
I
Yeah.
just like dope shit. I
Yeah,
don't
some
know.
of this is dope. So,
Hey, but everything don't be dope though. Let's keep it 100.
to
It's
me,
the
it's
eye
dope,
of the
though.
beholder, though. To
Yeah.
me, as long as
Okay, I'm gonna take that
You feel
back.
me?
You're right.
those are your
You're
words,
right.
IBA, in the eye of the beholder. Those,
You're right. I
Yeah.
say that all the time. I say that all the time. That's why I gave it to you. I gave it to you. Yeah.
because that kind of go back to Hop's statement earlier when he was saying somebody told him if he didn't have certain shoes as his top 10, you can't be considered a sneakerhead. Like that don't make no
What?
sense.
No,
That
I
make
don't.
no sense.
Hold on. It makes sense if those specific shoes make you a
make you a
sneaker.
sneakerhead. Thank you. that's the part.
That don't make no sense, like at all to me. Like, 'cause you can't say what IBA might like. He might have 10 shoes that he like. It's gonna be different from what I like, but that don't
Of
make him
course.
any different of a sneakerhead than I am, or you, or retro. So I don't think anybody can just come out and say you got to have these 3 shoes, or you got to have these 4 shoes, or these 7 shoes, or whatever. We like what we like, and that's the whole point of this.
But
If you say something like that, it can't be facts. That's all opinion.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it gets tricky. Because I'm telling you, I've been at so many different events, and I've heard people say, "Oh, if you don't have this, you're not a sneakerhead," which is good because I'm not one. And I don't have that, so that's fine. You feel what I'm saying? Like now, granted, everybody has their own opinion. I like what I like. I love my McQueens. I don't care who don't like them.
He said, I like my diabetic shoes.
I love my McQueens. I don't care who don't like them.
Oh shit, you jelly, huh? You jelly?
At the end of the
You
day,
jelly?
like it's something that I like. It's something that I like. Like IBA.
Right.
When I was out in LA, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I was out in LA and we pulled up on you, the average person would look at you as a hype beast
Why would you say that?
because of the stuff that you have that you don't wear.
No, I go say, look,
Now,
a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't look at you that way.
I got more DS shoes that I do that I wear, but it ain't because I don't want to wear them. It's just that, hey, I work a lot, bro.
All right, and I get it because same for me. I work from home now, but I work a lot too. So I get it. That's what I'm saying. The average person, somebody who doesn't know you work a lot, you got Travis Scott 1s, you got Cool Gray 11. I ain't gonna put your whole situation out there like that. You know what I'm saying? That you haven't worn, and the average person's like, oh, he hype beast. He just buying the stuff that's hype, and he want to hold on to it because he try to flip it or whatever he's trying to do. That's what somebody would say.
Like me, I wear some J's before I wear the 90s. I don't know, it's something about the 90s kicks, if anything, like I said, but I call myself, even though, I mean, I collector, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, y'all know, you know us with the 90s here, that's just me. I mean, I care about those more than Jordans. So if anything, I collect those just because it brings back memories for me in times of my childhood, which that's the story you always hear from everybody else, but everybody got their different reasons. But I mean, I wouldn't say that I just got shoes just to have them. And it's to the point where I feel like a part of me feel like I either need to get to it because I got shoes that's probably like about between 7 and 10 years old right now. And I feel like, okay, some of these shoes I ain't wore yet. So it's going to be either I'm going to wear them or I got to start getting rid of them because I'm not going to just have these shoes to say I got them and they start crumbling and changing colors and this, that, and the third. And it's like, what's the point of me having them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It makes total sense because that's what's probably going to happen.
If you don't wear them, then, you know, they start to fall apart. That's the fucked up part.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, like, it's I don't know. Like I said, I just look at just being around, like just traveling, just being around different people. Because first of all, regardless of where I'm at, I can talk sneakers with anybody.
Right.
You know, and I could do that with anybody. Just listening to people's point of view. Like there's people who feel like if you don't have a Concord 11 in your collection, you should not collect. And I don't agree with that.
That's not true.
That's wild to me.
I feel like it's a staple, but it ain't just because you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? It's just come on now. It's certain shoes that you look at and you feel like, even though you may not like it, but you'd be like, okay, I can see why you say that's a must-have in a collection.
Yeah, but also you got to think there's people out here who got a collection of all Adidas Stan Smiths. Is he not qualified to be in this conversation?
Of course he is.
That's my point. That's my whole.
Yeah, you would say that, but a whole lot of other people would.
A lot of people that would.
The majority would say, yeah, the majority would shit on him. Like, nigga, get out of here with them Stan Smiths, nigga. What the fuck you doing?
That's the fact. That's the fact. Which is probably people. Hey, it's probably people who would hear that and say, "What the hell is a Stan Smith?"
Hey, when you said it, I said that in my head, but I just. I was like, shit, I don't know what the fuck that is, man. Hey, you're just thinking about it. It is what it is.
Ew, I mean, stupid, yo.
It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who like I said, everybody got different views. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're not wrong. Nobody's wrong for their view on everything. Like I said, I just buy what I like. I buy what I like, and I love colors. That's just me.
Right. So do y'all think it's like a regional thing? Like your area, you in DC, we in California. Like for example, Tweezy, New Balance King, right?
Yeah.
Like out here, it's New Balance kind of getting a little play, but sometimes you damn near got to explain yourself when you rocking New Balance out here because you know they look at you funny. Like it's not Nike, it's not a Yeezy. You know what I'm saying? Like
demographic plays a part.
Absolutely,
it does. Yeah.
No, but then we just might not know anybody. But you gotta understand, there's a lane for all of this stuff. There's people that wear New Balance. There's people out there that wear Asics. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's in the subculture. There's you know what I'm saying? So even
that's because we know.
That's what. But so when Tweezy do his little, you know, when he talk about certain shoes, I look at some of that shit like ain't nobody checking for that. But then that's me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There are other people that is checking for that content and they want to hear about them shoes. You feel me?
Absolutely. Because you gotta remember, you in LA and we in DC. So New Balance here is like the Concord 11 everywhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you got New Balance here, it doesn't make a difference. It don't make a difference what number it is. It doesn't make a difference the style. It does not make a difference. If you have New Balance here, it's like, I guess that's when the nod comes in.
Cut it out. Cut it out. We're not making this nod a thing, bro. We're not making this nod a thing. Please.
If they had a New Balance con, nigga, I bet you would go up.
Oh, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That ass. Or they gonna call it a dad shack convention. What they call them? Dad sneaker convention.
Dad sneaker convention. But that's like Air Force Ones in New York.
I wouldn't
the same thing.
I wouldn't necessarily say the sneaker community is divided. Because I just feel like, I just feel like people know their lane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Know their lane. So some people they like sneakers, but they would more so rather get what they could potentially make a good profit off of down the line.
That's not everybody. Because I mean, me, like, to be honest, when I get kicks, it don't have a price on it to me. It don't have a value. It has no more value than what I paid for it, and that's just what I feel.
No. That's why I said some people. That's why I said some people, because everybody doesn't feel that way. But I know there's a nice amount of people. Even if you buy the sneaker because you like it, you're only going to go after this nigga because if something happened in my life and I need some cash, I know this shoe, brand new or lightly worn, I can probably triple the money I paid for.
But then why? Okay, let me tell you this: when it comes to making money, if you ain't doing it big and you nickel and diamond, I feel like you're wasting your time. There's other shit that you could invest your money into if you really want to talk about it versus trying to flip these shoes. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that you can respect as far as doing the flipping, but they do it for real. You know what I'm saying? People that get out, that got a couple size runs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They taking pictures that look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, where the fuck you get all those from? And there's people that really move out there like that. But I feel like these people that be getting, you know what I'm saying? They might hit on a few extra pairs, and they act like they trying to get rich off of these shoes. I'm like, bro, like, there's resellers and there's people that just, you know what I'm saying? If anything, I look at it like you just trying to get your shoe for free. So let's say if I get 5 pairs and I'm able to sell those, you know, a little bit over retail where I can make my shoe free, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't call myself a reseller. I just call myself just trying to get my shit for the low or for none.
Absolutely. But you got to look at what they're around. That's if you look on Instagram, that's all you see. Bro, I was on Facebook probably like a week ago. And a young lady on Facebook, and when I tell you, this young lady is so far removed from what we're doing right now. So far removed. She had a pair of Yeezys up that she posted on Facebook, and she posted $550 or best offer. First, I said she's like 5 years late. First of all, nobody's paying $550 for Yeezys today.
Right.
And then the Yeezy that I don't even remember which one it was, but I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, people are around it so much, they think, okay, this is the way to go. This is why people are getting into it, because they think that's the way to go. Because regardless of what platform you're on, that's all you see.
Right.
Like we know Retro Rico is a hustler. Mm-hmm. The average person coming across Retro Rico's page, they're like, oh shit, I could do that.
Man, Retro Rico will come to LA for 2 hours and go home.
For 2 hours.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He on his grizzly. He on his grizzly. We
done seen him get it off the mud. We done watched him, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't always doing, he was doing it, he started little by little and he just grew to what he is now. And we watched him come out the mud and you could know he legit and ain't nobody gonna question what he do, because this nigga travel and he really make moves to get what you know what I'm saying, what he get. You can't tell that man nothing.
Nothing. Cause he about his business. And you got, like I said, some people on the outside looking in, they see that and they're like, oh yeah, I could do that. Because they think that's where a lot of it is coming from. People, it's because of what you're around. That's what people see. You see it all the time. So you're like, you know what? Maybe I can give it a shot and start buying some shoes to try to flip. And then you see people, they buy some of the most. They buy, like, I'm talking about anything with a Jordan logo on it. They'll buy it and then they post it and say $350 or best offer.
Right. They
still up the street.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would I give you
buying Team Jordans?
Come on, Team Jordans.
But even when it comes to even some of the specialty shoes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, this is what it is, and people need to understand this. when you get these resellers and they sell a shoe, and then they tell you they price, and then the first thing they want to holler is, well, I could go get this on StockX. Then they tell you know what the reseller tell you? Well, go get it from StockX then.
Yep.
But guess what? You think they finna bring their price down? No, because you gotta understand, there's plenty of people out there besides us that don't even know what GOAT is, don't even know what StockX is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That want the shoe that bad, and guess what? They gonna pay that shit with no problem.
That's a fact. Because at the end of the day, you got to remember this. You got to remember this. If I got a pair of, let's say Retro. Retro got a pair of Dornbecker 14s, right? Which is absolutely amazing, by the way. Retro has a pair of Dornbecker 14s that he hit on a size 12. And I'm like, yo, how much you want? And you're like, man, bro, I want $350. And I'm like, bro, I can get them off StockX for $300. You probably can. However, you're not going to get them today. So you got to remember you're paying for their convenience too.
Yeah, that's what it really is.
We face to face right now. Now we can make this transaction. You know what I'm saying? You give me $350. You can get the shoe, go about your business, or you can pay $300 to StockX, which after they add all their fees in it, you're going to pay $348, and you will probably get it in about 6 to 7, maybe like almost 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really paying for the convenience at the same time.
Yeah, because you're getting to pay your money and get your shoe right then.
Right then and there. Fact.
And that's how a lot of us are though. Like we ain't patient. Like for example, you know, that might be the case. I'll see something that I want right now, and if somebody locally has it, every now and then they might, you know, hit you with a little bit extra over the retail. But I'm gonna do it because I want it right now. It's like you said, hey, do I want to wait 2-3 weeks with StockX or whatever? No, I mean right now I probably can because we working from home, so I ain't going nowhere, so I can do that. But normally, yeah, I'm not a patient person. I'm gonna be honest with you. So if IBA offering me a shoe right now, I'm gonna take it. So it is what it is. It depends on if you got that level of patience in you to even do that or deal with that. But this ain't for everybody as far as trying to resell and everything. Like I look at it this way. Hey. It's like trying to be a comedian. Oh, I see, you know, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, Kevin Hart, all them. Oh, they funny. I tell jokes too. No, it's levels to that.
It's levels.
You don't just come into it and say, oh, I'm gonna just do that because I saw a dude on YouTube selling these shoes, reselling. I can do the same thing. It don't work that way. People think they can come in instantly and do it, and they can't.
Yep, just like you said, you got to have your network. It's who you know, your connections. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just, you know what I'm saying, your money got to be right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be the person that could spend money and don't need that money right back.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Because you got resellers that as soon as they get it, they got to get it off, or if they see numbers dropping, they hurry up and dump it off and stuff like that. Where you got, you know what I'm saying? You got the other ones that get that mug. If it do good, I'm gonna get it off. If it don't, they could store it and it don't bother their pocket at all.
That's a fact. That is.
So if you can't move that way, the resale game ain't for you, bro.
Ain't for you. And I feel the same way with getting into sneakers. I never forget, it was a young lady that I was working with who was like telling me and another homeboy, man, y'all get every shoe. I need to start being like, y'all buy every shoe. And I try to explain to her, nah, this ain't that. Like this ain't no competition with us. This ain't something that you just gradually say, oh, I'm gonna start doing that now. This ain't that. But she don't want to take my advice. She's a grown woman. She wants to do what she wants. Not a problem. After 3 Saturdays, because we know how often Jordan is releasing. After 3 Saturdays, she's like, oh, no, I can't keep up with y'all. I got to throw the towel in. That's what I'm saying. This is not that. Because first of all, you trying to go out and buy something every week.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, you just buying it because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do, which makes no sense.
I don't get every release. But like I said, but the way you say that, they don't understand. Like, anybody could do this, bro. It ain't hard. I mean, it's certain habits. There's some people that gotta have their weed, that gotta have their drink. Some people spend money on their cars.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It might be hair and nails. It could be whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cigarettes. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has a price. Everybody has.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's not nothing impossible. You know what I'm saying? Just pick and choose what you want to spend your money on. Everybody lane different because we all got different responsibilities.
Sure enough, that's a fact. 10.5. I agree. Like I don't mind dealing with resellers to an extent, but I don't mind. Obviously, because most of my collection came through the hands of a reseller or StockX, whatever the case may be. So I don't mind. But at the end of the day, you know, like you said, you gotta. If this is the game, we all in this game, so we all know how it works. So if it's something that you're looking for, if you miss out, you can either throw up some extra dollars, or you're just gonna have to wait till the next one. Wait for the next one.
Right. Yep. I done passed on many shoes. We all have.
Yeah, it's real simple.
That we really wanted. That we wanted bad as hell. We're like, oh, I'm not paying $800 for it. I guess, you know, see you next time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know.
Well, let's get it right. We pass on it. We just caught the big L. You know that.
Yeah.
True,
Ain't nobody pass on shit. Nigga, the fucking Nike
Hey.
and sneakers app and all these fucking technologies,
Hey,
they don't make it very easy.
Hey, hype get the best of us sometimes though. Because I'm gonna ask. I don't know. I think this is what I know, but I maybe I'm wrong. But Shoe Freak, do you still got them Travis Scott 6s?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you got rid of them. So I'm about to say, because you went through what you had to do to get them motherfuckers. So if you didn't have them shoes right now, I was about to call your ass a hype beast.
I went through too much, man.
If you would have said, "No, I ain't got them," but I'd have like, "See."
Yeah, I went through a lot. I went through too much trying to get those, and to be honest with you, the price that I paid to get them. Say it again.
I said, and for what? Like, why? Why do we gotta
It's a
do
dope
that?
shoe, bro.
No, I'm talking about why do we have to go through?
Why do we have
so
to do
much?
that?
Yeah.
That's the game. I feel like that's the game that we're in today. That's the game that we're in today.
Hey,
I'm done.
Hey, let's keep it 100. There is a thrill to seeking, and they said that in that sneaker movie or whatever show, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that.
the
It is
chase
the
and the
hunt.
hunt. I get
Yeah.
that.
The
But-
hunt is
but-
definitely real.
The hunt is great. Don't get it twisted. But when the shoe comes out, you want your shoe.
Yeah.
I don't
True.
want to have to do. I don't want to have to make 10 accounts. I don't want to have 50 emails.
Hey,
I don't want to
hey.
have to do 1 million raffles. I don't have to do that because I didn't have to do that back then.
Yeah.
Check me out.
At most back then, I had to wait outside for maybe 8 hours. That's
Mhm.
about it.
bruh, that's the hunt. That's the okay. If anything, that's the sneakerhead. That's the sneakerhead shit when we do that, bruh. I'm gonna keep
I
it
ain't
100.
that.
No,
No.
check me out. Nah, check me out, bruh. The hunt for the shoe, trying to get the shoe, you can't get it. You trying to get it, whoop, then you finally get it. You know what I'm saying? And then it's
That's-
that quick. Wait, nigga,
That's
quick.
great.
But hold on. But once you get that shoe, how many shoe freak? Let me see if you get me. Y'all might get me too, but how many shoes have you got after you got it in hand and you sat there and you looked at that shit after you done got it? Like, I didn't really need this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get it. I didn't get it, bro. On me.
Not that I didn't need it, but once I got it in hand, it's like, okay, on to the next.
Yeah. The fire kind of went. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Like the fire just diffused, and you ready to do it all again for the next one. I feel you.
But that's what it is though. Once you're content with something, like think about it. When you hungry, you go make a meal. After you
Right.
eat, you're not looking to make another meal, nigga. You full. You rubbing your stomach. I'm good, nigga. I'm ready to go to
Right.
sleep.
That's a
So
fact.
it's the same thing. I'm hungry for a certain shoe. I get that shoe. Now I'm waiting for the next hunger. That's all
So
it
look,
is. It's,
Would it be as
That's exactly what it is.
Would it be as fun if I could just walk into the store and get whatever shoe I wanted?
yes.
No. So I don't think
I don't think it would be as fun, bro.
I don't think it'd
What-
be as
what-
fun. But
What wouldn't be fun about it?
now we're going to another dynamic of it. I don't think it'll be as fun because put it like this. I love the hunt. I hate I hate apps. That's just me. I hate apps. I love
I'm
the
done
hunt.
with that.
So if I can just walk into a store and get it, I love that. Even if the store is not next to me. If the store is 2 hours away, I'm willing to put the work in to make this 2-hour trip to get the shoe because I know the shoe is at this location. The app, that's to me what fucked the game up completely. Apps. Because the apps take the hunger out of it. Because you gotta think, hey, if I take an L on Sneakers app and all these other websites, I just get on StockX, not a problem. I ain't gotta leave out the house. I ain't gotta go leave out the house.
Yeah, but then the thing is, it's the best to get the feeling when you got it for retail.
Oh, no doubt.
You put the work in, you got
That's
it for
the best
retail.
feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is technology has taken that out of it. It's not the hunt no more. I know people that on Saturday they try for sneakers app. The second they strike out, they are on StockX purchasing instantly.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's not a hunt to me.
Yeah, that's not a hunt, but listen to what I'm saying. It's as easy as push of a button.
Oh yeah.
Nothing made you wake up early to go get that shoe. Everybody can just wake up in your pajamas and go, okay, let me sit and wait for 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
that's not fun to me.
If you a real one, you know what I'm saying? You already in somebody's line. You know what I'm saying?
That's
early.
That's if it's
only if that's an option though.
You might be camping out. I'm giving you little options. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, me, if I was the type, you know what I'm saying? I was out there in the line already, and guess what? It's 7 o'clock. When 7 o'clock hit, I'm in my phone. Even though I'm in the line for a pair, and I guarantee the pair, I'm still online trying to get more.
Trying to get it.
It's their time. You paying for their time. You paying for their lunch, their gas. You know what I'm saying? All of that,
everything.
And I understand that. That's why I don't have an issue with reselling.
Yeah, I don't have an issue.
My biggest issue with the community today is apps and brother, my nigga. I was what was it? The Grateful Dead's, my nigga. They did a raffle, but in order to even enter the raffle, you had to know what CD this song. What the hell is this?
What? Hey, there's a little sticker store. There's a sticker store by this where I used to stay at. You have to have on day T. Before you could even enter the raffle.
Come on, bro. That's what
so you have to spend money just to even enter.
Come on, bro. What are we doing here? That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that to me, I'm like, all right, bro. Like if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. If I want to pay the extra, you know what I'm saying, I'll do what I gotta do. But for the most part, that's craziness.
And the thing is, there's a lot of people out there. They'd be like, you know what? It's a shoe that I couldn't just get normally, and I don't want to look for it. I don't want to have to wait for it. If this person got it and I could get it right now, I don't mind paying that little bit of extra. And the thing is, you got to understand. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess everybody different. Everybody pocket different. But I just feel like the money that people think they're making from these shoes, it ain't really that much, unless it's like I guess you could say a hype shoe.
Yeah, depending on
you know what I'm saying. So if I go get like what just came out regular. Let's say a Fragment. The Fragment was $2 something. So if I tell you, okay, I want 500, you know what I'm saying? You can't get the shoe. You ain't got to go look for it. You know it's going for more, this and that. You know what I'm saying? You can get it right now. Boom, give me what I want for it. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's different if somebody come to me and tell me they want that much and they giving me a Royal or a motherfucking Lucky 13. Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the Apple Green 5. Like, bruh, come on, not for those, bruh.
Yeah. But that's when it comes to the point where you got to know the market. You got to know the market at that point.
Hey, it's something. But you got some people they like you said, you got people that buy every and anything, and then they get mad when they sitting on them like bricks. And then you even see it on StockX. You see sometimes you see some shoes on StockX that are going for below retail because they just want to dump it and get their money back.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So people be taking L's. So I mean, I don't know. It's this lane ain't for everybody. The people that's doing it is doing it for real. And there's some people out here that's fake reselling, just like I'll be saying fake sneakerheading. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about this life. There's levels to this shit, bruh. Just like you said, this shit ain't for everybody, bruh. You know what I'm saying? You just can't wake up today and say I'm a reseller. That's not how that works.
So I almost didn't see this. I don't agree with this. I don't. But that's what I'm saying. I don't agree that the new hunt is raffles and different. I don't feel like that's the new hunt because you got to think. As long as it's never, because you got to think of it like this. Back in the day, and I'm talking about back in the day, high school. Your hunt is on a bus or the
facts.
So
footwork, or I'm walking.
Or you out here in the streets. You out here, you sweating, your heart beating fast as hell. You trying to make sure you catch this bus. You get all the way to the store. They don't have your size. But you know it's other stores in this mall. You know it's other malls close by.
Now you running.
So that hunt is one thing. The raffle, the websites. Keep in mind when I described the first hunt, I never said a bot. There was no bot nowhere in place in the first hunt. But in this new hunt, I'm talking about bots are everywhere. You can't even get on the website because they're crashing.
Right.
So it's not a hunt when you ain't even got a fed. That's like you plan on getting up tomorrow morning to go out the house, but you wake up tomorrow and all your doors are locked. You can't get out, and all your windows are locked. You can't get out. It's like shit. I might as well. It's a dub because you're going up against a bot. It's a no-win situation for you going up against a bot. You're not about to outdo that.
Right.
And it's worse now because I told you a bot don't even guarantee you a shoe no more.
Yeah,
bots don't guarantee you shit. Bots, I knew. I got heads. Shuver, you know, homeboy with 500 and 600 slots and bots and shit like that, and he's striking out. 500 slots for a shoe, going for a shoe, and maybe
spots, and you take 500 L's. That's
take 500 L's.
Somebody might have a better bot than you got.
Man,
that's the fact. That's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like now it's getting to the point. Who got the better bot? Who got the faster bot? Who got the Come on, nah.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, it's like I said. I prefer. I would take the old ways anyway. Any day, I'll take the old situation. Any day. I don't mind getting out here, getting in the streets. I love it.
Right.
I love sitting in line for 8 hours with a lawn
chair.
Yes,
sir.
It does not bother me.
What was the longest you ever been in line though?
9 hours.
9 hours. You ain't got nothing on me, bro.
Yeah, 9 hours. What's that?
I can say
2 days.
2 days. Okay, I've done 2 days. I've been to a store where I watched that mug open and close twice.
Wow. Twice. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I watched it open and close twice, bro.
My little 9 hours.
Oh, me. So, nigga, you can say what you want. I know y'all don't like the term sneakerhead, but I mean, me, I'm about that life, bro. And I don't mind being called a sneakerhead, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it, there's nothing wrong with it because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all, my folks, but y'all know I'm a camper. I'm camping for Funkos, bro.
Right.
So it ain't just sneakers. Like if I want my shit, I'm in the store. Open up at 8 or 9. Retro out there at 1 o'clock in the morning by himself.
Bruh.
Why so? What about you? Why so? What's the longest you camped? Or if you ever camped out?
I'm like you, freak. I'm probably more like a 7-8 hour dude. That's probably the longest I've been camped out. 2 days. I ain't never been.
Look, they made us
like that. Yeah.
They got us looking like we definitely not sneakerheads there.
But see, real talk though, the best thing about those lines though is that's when you start building those connections, man. Like
right.
You're talking about stuff you love, and that's what's missing now with everything online. Even if you get a line now, it's really just to pick up your shoe. You kind of in and out. You go in, I'm standing in line, picking up my shoe. You miss those conversations. Right, you ain't talking to nobody. You're not building no friendships, and to the point where before, okay, I'm in a line with IBA. We talk for 7-8 hours. We exchange numbers or whatever. Next thing you know, another release comes. He might be at another mall, being able to talk for me. And exactly. And that's how you build those relationships, and that's what is missing right now. And that's the sad part.
That aspect of it. I love that aspect of it. Like even my little punk ass 9 hour situation. You know.
That's a real situation. That's a situation. There's some people that haven't done that, so that's a situation, my nigga. Don't do that.
I remember, I will never forget. I met this. I was in line, and this was for phone posits. I was in line, and the guy in front of me, his girlfriend was out there with him. She just was like, "Okay, I just can't wait." And she had a lawn chair, so she let me use the lawn chair or whatever because he was still there. And it's crazy because one of the guys that I wound up meeting in line, we still in contact to today. And my nigga, this was like 9 years ago. Because it was like every release, he was there.
Right.
He was at this mall every single release. And it's almost like if he got there before me, he'd call me like, "Yo, you ain't getting these Olympic sixes?" Because it was every week. I mean, like every release.
Right.
So that to me that's an amazing part of the culture that has clearly been wiped out with raffles and online. It's been wiped out with the raffles and online.
I look at it like this, like it's the camaraderie. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I mean, I'm the type. Y'all didn't see me. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing my videos on point, you know what I'm saying? You see, I had like about at least 5-6 pair.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't bust nobody over their head. Retail, give me retail and give me a tip in shipping. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not asking for no $100 over. I don't want no $60. No, just give me what makes sense. You feel me?
But IBA, we saw you out there in the jungle. You out there,
right?
You in the trenches. You know so somebody should respect that and pay you for your work. You out there putting in work. There's a difference.
But the thing is, I'm looking out. That. But I'm gonna tell you 100 why I have that kind of energy, and you know what I'm saying. I give that kind of energy because I feel like it might be a time where I need something. A shoe freak, retro. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all might be out and it's like, bro, hey, I need this. If you over there, can you get this for me? You gonna look? You ain't gonna think twice. Say less. I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then you got people out here that want that type of love, but they don't give that kind of love and have that same type of energy when it's your turn. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
I don't have people that try to resell me something for some price, and I'm like, bro, but I don't bring it up. I just be like, okay, I see how you move. Guess what? I can't move with you like that no more. I ain't gonna address it. I just know how I'm going to move accordingly. You feel me?
Move accordingly to that person.
People like that. They move weird, and I hate that shit, man. Like,
it's different. I feel you. Yeah. I feel you on that. But I like that shit. You know why I like that shit? Like me and Shuvik have had this conversation before about the reason why first come first serve is gone or whatever, because they said, oh, the violence and the this and the that. That's not everywhere. But think about it. If it is where you're from, if it happens there, and you ain't really about that, stay your ass home or don't come there by yourself. No, I'm keeping it real. Like there's certain etiquette. There's certain etiquette to moving the way you move. I'm not gonna go to something that I don't know. Know what's gonna happen. Or this is my worst thing. I used to go to campouts, and I'd be out there, and you see the motherfuckers go inside. They get their shoe. Niggas come back outside, and he left me on red. He's stupid.
Hey, hey. You gotta understand. Hey, I'm gonna keep it. Go ahead, finish your story.
No. I was just gonna say that when they go and they get their shoe and they come out, and they post it outside with the bag, or they post it outside with the sneaker, and they standing around like as if you're not a plate. Like at this point, we found out everything is sold out inside. There's people out there that are not out there with the best intentions.
Mm-hmm.
So if if they'll rob you and take them off your feet, what do you think is going to happen if you're standing out in the front of the store with the bag?
Mm-hmm.
There's some people that went there.
And let's be clear. Some would say I have a right to be outside, which you do. However, you know your area. You know the people. You know what happens in your area. So at the end,
you know yourself. And you know yourself.
You know
if you a plate. Cut it out. Like don't sit up here and act like you know what I'm saying? Like you know that you're not willing to die for your shoe. So if you don't want to get robbed or you don't want to get trampled, you don't want to get beat up, none of that. You get your shoe and you exit stage left immediately.
There's people that go to those places that had never had no intent in buying the shoe. They came to find a motherfucker just like you.
Right. And the thing about it is that this ain't new. This ain't new information. This is what we all know.
Right.
Facts.
This is what we all know. Like I said, at any given time, first come, first serve comes back. I'm out here.
I'm lit.
At any given time they bring it back, I'm out here because I love, like you were saying, the camaraderie in it. I love that. I love to meet people that is just generally walking with sneakers. We out here, we chopping it up. You like, because we both know the shoe come out on Wednesday. It's Monday morning.
Facts.
And we both willing to sit out here till Wednesday. My nigga, we might double date. Because we done been out here for 48 hours together. So we didn't learn so much about each other. Bro, come on, that's what I'm saying.
Well, shoot, I gotta go put this fire out at work real quick. So I gotta get up out of here, y'all.
All right, bro.
All right, sir.
All right, y'all take care, bros.
All right, Wise. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't start taking L's until the apps came into play. That's a fact. I ain't never missed a shoe. As long as it was first come, first serve, Retro could get a shoe. Whether it was for me or it was for my homie or it was for whoever it was, I ain't never miss a shoe. Never had to. Because it was instant. It's like, okay, this shoe coming out this, all right, boom. I'm doing the network. I'm doing what I need to do to get that shoe. Now I'm rolling out to these places. I'm rolling out deep. I got a couple niggas with me, but the second we get our shoe, everybody's to the car. Boom. In the trunk.
Straight.
Boom. Now we might come back. We might come back and chill and hang out. But nigga, them bags is long gone. Them shits is out of there. So you got to know how to move when you're doing certain things. So I hear people say, you know, oh, it's dangerous, it's this and that. Nah, I don't really think so. That's just the world, period. That's real life.
Yeah. And
I could be going out to eat to dinner and get robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's
true.
Yeah.
It ain't about shoes.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, even with this comment, at the end of the day, I know I've definitely been in line, and I'm talking about when the door opened.
Facts.
Anybody even go in when the door opened? The young lady comes up. She said, "All we got a 10 pair of what? You just opened."
Right.
But I know me. The moment I hear that, it's Jesse Owens. I'm going to the next. I'm out of there. I'm not about to sit here. What am I hanging around for? She's already told me what it is. I'm out of here. So I'm going to the next location. But like I said, some people the technology has made us extremely lazy.
Yep. It has.
Because you set your reminder on the sneakers app. You get an alert, 15 minutes. 10 o'clock come, you hit purchase, whatever. You got them, you going back to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Technology has got us to where we're just lazy now.
Hey, well, I'm the type that I'm either somebody lying. I'm either in somebody line, or it depends what it is. If I get up on there and I don't hit, guess what? Time for me to get up. Man, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It's time to go. It's the hunt is on. I need that.
Get out here. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like the raffle. I think like I said, I don't like online, but I hate the raffle aspect of it. The raffle aspect is crazy. The raffle, even hitting on probably one of the biggest, in my opinion, probably one of the biggest releases of the year through a raffle. Even today, it's still, my mind is still kind of blown from hitting on that raffle. But even, I just feel like at the end of the day, like I said, they make you jump through so many hoops. It's like, you know what, bro? I'm straight. Because it's like, what are we doing here? Like I stayed a raffle for the Chunky.
I'm deleting.
I stayed a raffle for the Chunky Dunkies, my nigga, and they wanted a fucking essay. What?
Yeah. Had to write a whole essay on why
what you won't do. What you won't do, the next person will.
That's a fact.
And they're gonna catch that. And they're gonna catch that L too.
That's a fact.
Hey, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I mean, it's anybody.
I don't want to hear that. I hate that. Stop it, IBA. You never know. Fuck that shit, nigga.
You never know, B. Hey, I mean, see, Shoe Freak took a W. You know what I'm saying, or something that he probably didn't even think he was gonna really get.
Did not think I was gonna hit on that. Did not.
Shoe Freak took my W, but we gonna let that rock. We gonna let that rock.
Hey, just like they say, bro. You can't win if you don't play.
I agree.
Shoe Freak took my W, but that's my brother, so I ain't even mad. You know what I mean?
Right.
I ain't even mad.
I'm beyond.
A grimy nigga would have kept that to himself. You know what I'm saying?
I am beyond grateful. You know, I feel like we're trying to. I feel like I'm trying to buy a shoe because I genuinely love sneakers. I'm trying to buy the shoe because I like the shoe. And I want this shoe for my collection, not to flip, not to resell. Yeah. But when you tell me, you tell me in order to have a chance to purchase this shoe, I need you to write me an essay on what. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Essay?
We're not in school.
What are we doing?
Pretty soon they're gonna be like, all right, in order for you to be be included in this raffle, you got to go on TikTok and make this type of video and tag us in it. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what society coming down to, bro.
It's ridiculous. And like my man said, I pass. I'm good. I'm good.
Right.
Come on, bro.
But what you won't do, you gonna see the next person.
They're gonna be right in that video.
You know what I mean? Right up in there with it, right there. You see it.
They're gonna be right there.
You know
with
what I
it,
mean?
yo. That's a fact.
You know what? The moment we roll through the gram and we see a guy on IBA page, we already know he gonna dance anywhere. So him doing the TikTok shit, that was he was gonna do that regardless.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Oh, say less, bro. I got that. That's my lane, dude."
Yeah, man. But you know, like I said, at the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, like I said, from what we initially was talking about as far as that series, I feel like that series doesn't represent me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not how I operate. Like I said, the way the guy, I forgot the guy's name, but him and his wife, some of those conversations I can relate to because I had with my wife. But for the most part, the storyline, nah. It was too forced. It was to me, it was just extremely corny to me. And like I said, I just don't. I don't relate to that. That doesn't identify. That's not me.
Can we just say this? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just a show. But at the end of the day, like I look at it, I mean, I feel like it could be some truth to that story, and that right there, that shoe can fit some people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, like, if it seemed like they didn't have no money, you know what I'm saying? She working, he wasn't, or I guess, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I don't know. It just seemed like they made him seem like he was real irresponsible and this and that. So basically, he had to stop living that old life to, you know what I'm saying, become an adult and take care of his responsibilities.
That's what it was throwing. That's why it was throwing me off, because you got to think of the culture that we're in. Like our family members. Now, granted, we're gonna live our lives. We don't care. But our family members that's not in this culture, they're gonna look at that and say, "Oh, damn! So this is what James is doing.
This is what y'all doing." Exactly. For real.
They irresponsible, God. Look, he missing mortgage payments.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is okay. So now I see why. Now I understand why James has all those shoes behind him. Maybe he is skipping. Maybe he's not paying his mortgage like he's supposed to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a bad, to me. It's just a bad rep on us, because that's not how we operate.
Facts.
That's just not how we operate, bro.
I could dig it.
I feel like they should have started it off by saying this is not based on a true story.
You know they're not going to do that. Nobody's going to watch that.
That would have been outstanding.
Yeah. That would have been, you know what I'm saying? This is not based on a real sneakerheads, story, because I feel like it was just, outside of it being corny, I felt like it was just overly exaggerated. I feel like there was a lot of parts in there that a lot of parts about the series that I could say, okay, I can see where they pulled this from or where they pulled that from. Yeah. But then it was like they took it and they sprinkled soup, you know what I'm saying? Let's exaggerate it to the extreme. Like,
I agree.
Of something. And it's not really like that. It's very cut.
Let's be clear, 10.5. You're one of the lucky ones. You're one of the lucky ones, because listen, my wife is not. She's more relaxed today, but she's not in the sneaker. She's not into it at all. Like, she literally brung shoes down here for me to clean. And when I told her, when you go out, walk on the concrete only.
Facts.
But she wants to walk in dirt and shit, and she said, "Oh, I need you to clean these." I didn't wear them, but that's another story.
The way I look at it like this, man, your girl 9 out of 10 ain't got nothing to say to you as long as you're taking care of home.
It should be that way.
You know what I'm saying?
It should be that way. It is not like that in all households. But I agree. As a grown man, you should be able to make your own decisions. Say, my nigga,
That
get
too.
the fuck out of here, bro. No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But that was on both sides. That was on all sides, though. It seemed like he was just easily manipulated in certain aspects of the game.
My point exactly. So is it? I look at it as to say, as sneakerheads or sneaker enthusiasts, whatever you want to call us, we are easily influenced. Somebody,
let me tell
you, I got an opportunity for this, that, and the third, and we like. I know I'm at my daughter's birthday party, but she's having fun with the kids. She won't miss me. No, that's not how we think.
You're not getting up and bouncing.
Come on.
But look at something so simple as Shorty said, go there and don't buy another pair. If I'm trying to break even, I don't give a fuck what homeboy's saying. I'm trying to break even. Right. Shorty said, don't buy nothing else. Yeah. Nigga, what am I listening to you for? She the one that's helping me get back.
Right.
You know
where your money at? I'm using my brain. Where your money at?
Yeah, yo, did you the whole show? He ain't until they got to Hong Kong. This nigga got mad bags. He would have had to pay me back all that shit.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact.
That nigga had a buddy pass like nigga. Oh, I got this, bro. Come on, man. We about to go down here in a minute.
Yo, that nigga got that nigga got to Hong Kong and had 10 bags in his hand. Like, no, my nigga. Like, you owe me from the storage. From the storage.
Right.
That's a fact. Let me ask you this. So you saying your old girl, you know what I'm saying, had you out the game for 5 years. So now this is my opinion on that. Me and my wife has been involved for about, I'm gonna say, give or take 17 years, right? Now, we haven't been married for that long. We've been involved for that long. So regardless of how much she complains, regardless of how much she just doesn't understand my passion, it's my passion. The only way I'm going to get out of this game is if I decide to be out of this game. Nobody can get me out of it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my love for the game. You know, if I gotta pay my UPS man extra to say, hey, when you pull up. When you pull up, don't knock on the door. Toss the back over the gate. I'll go out and get it, and I'll run it down to the basement. You know, if I got to do that, then so be it. But it's like I said, it's a passion. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like I said, the way they depicted my man in the series, he was unable to think for himself. That's what I got. He just was unable to think for himself. He was all over the place.
I don't know if I would have had the UPS man. I think I would have had me a whole nother apartment somewhere. That nobody knows about, nigga. See, you go there, like nigga, yeah, nigga, I'm home. Nigga. She think I'm at work. She think I'm kicking it with the homies. Think I'm in the bad cave.
That nigga would have had. IBA said he would have had a sneaker trap house on another block somewhere.
With all the cameras, nigga, and a security guard at that motherfucker. Goddamn.
That's a fact.
That's so weird.
And I understand this. I understand this going from buying 30 pairs to 3. I mean, I understand it to an extent because you probably, scaling back can save you a lot of money. So as you get older, you want to put.
Oh, so you wasn't out the game. You wasn't out the game.
You wasn't completely out. Yeah. You wasn't completely out. But at the same time, like I said, scaling back.
I thought he meant zero.
Yeah, that's what I thought he
meant zero. Like no
absolutely nothing. As if people said, "Hey, don't buy another shoe or this relationship is over." You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But for the most part, 3 or 4 pair a year. I mean, if you think about it, think about 2020. The coronavirus hit. It's a lot of people who probably bought 3 pair this year.
That's a fact.
I continue to buy because I have hope that I'm going to get outside. I have hope that I'm going to get outside again.
You said if there's a sneaker con tomorrow, I'm there. There you go.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So
let me ask you this question, though. All right, so let's say both of y'all married, right? But then let's say before y'all had got married, your wives that you guys love and all that shit, say y'all been with them for a while, a long time. What if she told you the only way we getting married or we could go further with this is if you give up these shoes? So basically, like homeboy, he said he's been out the game for 5 years. So if you had the ultimatum, would you be with your wife today?
No.
Okay.
No.
I agree. I know I wouldn't. I wouldn't. So
and then IBA, and you know what that is? That's just because of an ultimatum. I just don't do that. Like, don't make me because I wouldn't put that on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just wouldn't put it on you. So whatever you coming to me with, I have to deal with it, and we're gonna work it out.
Right.
You feel me? Like, we're gonna work it out. But you just sitting up here saying, "Oh, you ain't gonna be with me if you want to buy shoes." Well, I'll see you later then.
Yeah,
this is happening. This is happening.
Right.
Like,
and that's not even that's an honor answer. That's an honest answer. Like, no, because first of all, this is something that I love. This is
me.
I'm not coming to you for the money.
Right.
I'm not taking away from the household. I'm not doing none of that. So for you,
exactly,
with that type of ultimatum, first of all, what? You're not gonna.
I feel like
you're not even about to give me no ultimatum like that because you all I heard was I don't want to be with you anyway. That's all I heard.
Yeah. Nah,
I feel like that type of ultimatum is for people, for irresponsibles. You know what I'm saying? People that ain't taking care of business. They got their priorities fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you're spending her money. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
There you go. There you go.
Not being responsible. You're not being responsible. Like,
right.
You're buying shoes consistently, but our lights are off. You're
right.
Yeah. Consistently, and we gotta notice that our home is about to be up for fucking auction tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? You got on J's, but our kids got on Payless.
Stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You got the fly shit. Our kids wearing Payless, and
you worried about
you know what I'm saying? Walmart.
You worried about the wrong stuff. So on that aspect, to be honest with you, at that point, an ultimatum is needed. At that point,
right? Yeah.
Not to say if this person is going to leave, but an ultimatum is needed because it's like, okay, come on, like
you're not moving right.
I understand you love shoes, but I love a roof over our head too.
Right.
That's facts.
And now it ain't only just you, niggas, it's us.
It's us. So you putting your wants over what we need. Come on, that's just not fair to do.
Right.
So So in that aspect, you gotta make it shake. But for the most part, nah, bro. Nah.
He said, we not going to nobody's house and play tennis and try to finesse somebody out their kicks.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Exactly.
We're like, bro, yeah, it was over the top. I understand it's supposed to be comedy and funny, you know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be which one is real, not real, nonfiction?
Yeah.
Fictional, whatever you want to call it. I mean, so that's why I says, I mean, I know we digging into it just because we bought this life, but at the end of the day, I think we just need to just accept it for what it is, and whoever wrote it, that's the way they planned it. And
pretty much, yeah. Whoever wrote it, that's how they view it. That's how that's how they view the culture. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's how they view the culture. Which, like I said, I have an opinion because I happen to be a part of the culture.
Yeah.
Right.
But opinions and conversations like this, the reason why we're doing this is to spark someone who is in the culture to do it better.
Do it.
Let's do something.
I was just about to say that.
That's what this is for. This is not so much like come on now. We all know it's a show, it's a series. We know we know what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? We know what it is. It's not like it's hard to understand. We're just saying now that we've seen somebody do it that we can tell it has not really been in the culture like that. Mm-hmm. Now the culture, hey, somebody got to stand up. We got to get to something now, and really show how it really is. And I guarantee you, the wave will be different because it's sort of like this is all we have. We don't really have too many series or movies on sneakers that aren't a documentary. Like we love the documentary, but none of those really ever hit theaters. None of those really hit. You know what I'm saying? Hit big. Mm-hmm. So this is the only movie series that we have right now. So good or bad, we're gonna go watch it because it's like, oh, a sneaker film or a sneaker series.
But you want to know why we watched it? You want to know why we watched it? Because it was hyped up.
I don't agree.
Nah, I wouldn't agree because it wasn't. No.
People get hyped that show up. People hyped it up.
But I saw the trailer. I saw the trailer before anybody was talking about it, and I was just like, "Oh shit, that's dope! A show about sneakers." Because on your Netflix it recommends shit,
right?
Whatever. So
right.
So I had already seen the trailer 2 or 3 weeks before that, and I was like, oh, "Okay, cool. It's gonna be a movie about sneakers. I'm gonna watch it just because I'm in the sneaker culture. It don't matter if I like it or not. I was gonna watch it anyway." Now,
and that's the only reason it's getting numbers. That's the only reason it's getting numbers.
That's the only reason why it's getting numbers. Facts.
Yeah.
Like that's the only reason. It's in the culture. We're gonna watch it regardless.
That was the main reason why I watched it because because I'm in the culture.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna watch a TV series about I'm not gonna watch a TV series about knitting because I don't fucking knit.
Right.
Fuck about it.
I'm not gonna watch a TV series about how to enter into the porn industry because I have no desire to do that. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I have no desire to do that. Alias, I agree. I agree.
Hey, we started off with that. Yes, it was super trash.
I agree.
Our opinion. I'm not saying don't go watch it because I would want everybody to go watch it. If you are a part of the sneaker culture, go watch it so that you can have your own opinion.
You have your own opinion
and think about it. I say that for all movies. You ever see a movie or you ever hear people talking about a show or a movie and they're like, "Oh, that shit was whack" or "That shit was dope." Until you go see it yourself, you can't quite agree with either side. So anybody who is in the sneaker culture, who is a part of this, which you consider yourself a sneakerhead or a sneaker enthusiast or whatever, go watch the show. Because for the most part, if anything, you'll get to see a lot of dope shoes that you might have not seen. But other than that, you might have your own opinion and you might like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna knock nobody who liked it. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder how they determine those numbers. I wonder if it's like watch time or is it just like if you clicked on it and start watching it, period, that number generates.
It's like a stream. It's like a stream.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And like I said, everybody has their own opinion. You know, like I said, when I watched the first 2 episodes, I said, "Hey, Retro, yeah, bro, it's probably a dub for me, bro. I don't think I'm watching."
And I hadn't seen it yet. That's the crazy part. I hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, okay.
This how it went. This is how the conversation went. He called me and was like, "Yo, Retro, you see da 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 da?" I said, "Oh yeah, it did come out. It was Friday." So I was like, "Oh yeah, it did come out today." He was like, "Yeah, I watched 2 episodes, bro. I'm done." I said, "What? You done?" I was like, "I saw the promo. The trailer looked dope." He said, "Nah, bro, I don't think that it's not it." Cool. I said, "All right, I'm gonna go watch it." I watched the first episode. I was done after the first episode, but I said, "Okay, let me see what Shoe Freak thought about the second episode." So I watched the second one. After the second one, my old lady said, "Yo, if you don't turn this shit off," that's my lady. She was like, "Yo," she was a dub. She was like, "This ain't how it is." Like, and she done been to plenty camp out. So she like, "Nah, this ain't the game." Boom.
Right.
I left it there. Me and Shoe Freak talked about it after. We on the phone. I said, "You know what, Shoe Freak? After I made a post saying like, yo, the shit was trash, da 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 da, boom, boom, boom." I said, "You know what, Shoe Freak? I think I'm gonna watch the whole thing." And he was like, "Word?" I said, "Yeah, because if I'm gonna really talk shit about it, I want to know the whole shit, just in case anybody want to come back at me with something. I could say, yo, I watched the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I know my shit." He was like, "You know what? That's a good thing." He was like, "Yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. That's what
good idea."
Yeah. And then that right after we got off the phone, we didn't say like we was gonna go watch it. But the funny part is, as soon as we got off the phone, we both went and finished the whole shit. Because I didn't even know it was 6 episodes. That's what I'm saying. I stopped at 2. Didn't even know I had 4 more to go. I finished the shit. And then after I'm finishing, I'm like, well, my opinion doesn't change, but you know, it is what, just like you said, IBA, it is what it is. Like it was a sneaker show. I watched it, you know, that's it.
It's like somebody IBA, it's like the whoever, like whoever you the company you work for, it's like the person who has never did the job that you're doing suggesting you do XYZ. You like, my nigga, you've never done this.
You know what I'm saying?
How are you making
tell me
for something that you've never done?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I got from it, man. That's just what I got from it. I felt like whoever wrote it was on the outside looking in, and they were going off assumptions, and they used the bigger names, and they used they used famous people to draw people in, and it was like, Like the one guy that was on FaceTime. The one guy that was on FaceTime, he was like, "Yo, he's like, I'm trying to get such and such. Tell him the most I'm going to pay, man, is $5,000."
What, man? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm the type of person that if I would have seen the script, or if I would have ended up seeing the movie, or if I would have seen the pilot of the movie, I'd be like, you know what? I don't want no parts of this. This shit is corny. I don't care how much you paying me. I don't think I would have did that shit.
Yeah, that's
but that lets you know that they're not really in the game, because a lot of people, like, you got to look at the big names. The big names are just in it for the cameo, so they probably got a nice little check for doing nothing, just being themselves for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Bro, if I was the perfect pair, I was not doing it.
Yeah, but look at the perfect pairs scene. He might have not even read the whole script. He probably just read the part they wanted him to play,
and they just did it real quick.
Yeah, look at Jason Mark. You got to figure those people are playing themselves, and they don't even have to read the whole script. Hey, perfect pair. We just want you to shoot a quick little video saying this about a shoe that you're really longing for, and then when they pull up on you, you do this and that. Jason Mark, when they come in with this shoe, you just act like you doing da da da. Like you feel me? Like, so you don't even have to read the script. Might not even been wrote yet.
They did like how they did like how I did in DC. You gonna do this? You gonna do that? Just do that. We knocked it out in 2 hours and it's over. It was over, bro.
That's it. Like my nigga, all you gotta do is look back and run. That's it. Don't do nothing.
Right.
Run. He's like, yo, look, you see them? Hey, y'all two, y'all just gonna walk by having a conversation with each other. Don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
you don't even know how it's gonna be all pieced together at the end. You just know your little part. You got paid your check. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Literally. That's it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that's how it went. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's exactly how it went. And so, and like I said, people will probably watch this playback or watch some of it and say, for the most part, that we were probably hating on it. And it's like, we all have an opinion. It doesn't necessarily
opinion.
But we know the word, the new word for opinion is hating.
Is hater, yeah.
If you don't agree, if they don't agree with you, a hater.
Yeah. But
that's fine.
That's just what it was, man. It's like at the end of the day, you know, it was like I said, the guy who was married, his storyline was decent. I still think he was not able to think for himself, which being in this culture, I don't look at anybody, well, me anyway, because when I look at that, I'm trying to see myself in a sense, because I'm a part of the culture. So it's like, is this what you think? Whoever put it together, is this what you think of us? You think we're irresponsible people? You think we do stupid shit like this? You know, you think we are unemployed, and we offer $5,000 for a shoe, but we're unemployed.
Correct.
Facts.
Come on, man. That's not us. That's not what we're doing out here.
You know what I'm saying? And then they black. And then they black, bro. And then they black.
And then on top of that,
black.
Why couldn't it be white? Why couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Then they gotta be black.
Or I'm paying $300 for a shoe, and I don't take more than I don't take any time to even look over the shoe to make sure it's real. I just trust that he done brought me and all that. You feel me? Like, homeboy got a pair on his feet. He tells me he got them in the trunk. He pulls back up. I give him the 300, and my life is great. Like, nah, bro.
And then the girl, you know what I'm saying, the reseller nigga, she looking great. She the baller, she got the bread, and she got all the plugs and the connects.
She lit.
You know
that's what I'm
saying.
Her
story would have been dope. Her story would have been dope, though. I think if they would have moved more around her story, I think it would have been dope.
And the thing is, what's funny about it, like when they introduced her and they brought her in as like a boss. You know what I'm saying? But after that, she just lost all her damn, like fucking with them. Just kind of like brought her down. Like, why are you even messing with them? They beneath you.
Why? Yeah, like why you even with these niggas?
Right. Like, why you didn't keep that same energy? You know what I'm saying? They started you off like, nigga, like, I don't fuck with y'all niggas, this and that. Then they had all the kind of niggas that didn't really fuck with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, they all friends and we moving together as a whole. And all that. Come on, bro.
That's not realistic. Come on, man.
Hey, guys. So now we're a squad. We're a squad.
Exactly. We're a squad now.
We're Kick Squad now. We're Kick Squad now.
We're a squad.
What you doing, man?
We're a squad, yo.
But
Oh shit!
my man say, what shoot the whole movie? I mean, the whole series, all 15 episodes. What shoe are they hunting for?
Well, they're hunting for two shoes. They're hunting for two shoes. The shoe
The
that
zero.
started off the whole hunt was the cement fours. That's what started off everything.
Yeah, but the main shoe was
But the main
zero.
shoe was zero. Yeah.
The zero, yeah,
What?
and the beater zero at that.
A dog, and then like I said,
That ain't corny though. To call the shoe to zero because it's before the Jordan 1.
it's before the Jordan 1, so it can't be a 1.
Right.
It's a 0.
The zero.
Can't be a 1. So we're gonna just call it the 0. Like y'all niggas didn't take no time to think about that. Like what type of thing group
Hey,
was
that,
that?
I ain't gonna say that's corny. That was a cool little touch. I ain't gonna say that's corny.
Come on, IBA.
I ain't gonna say that's corny. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, I think I would have did that. I called it the zero. You feel me?
The 0, bro.
The zero, bro.
IBA.
The Jordan zero, nigga.
Your goal is to outdo the Jordan 1. So hey, we're not gonna go with the Jordan 1. We're gonna go with something that was here before that. The 0.
The zero. Just like how you said the zero. Yeah, nigga, that'll work.
Come on,
And on a rating from 1 to 10, this show Sneakerheads gets a 0, nigga. That's what the fuck it gets to be. Okay.
I mean,
But the thing is, they could have called it the zero, but why they couldn't have just had a shoe that was just like dope when you like even when we see it like some kind of a custom or some dope ass shit, but when we see it like, oh bro, like you know what I'm saying, not no, you know what I mean, like what the fuck is that, you know what I'm saying?
Put it like this: the 0 from the show, that shoe can go in production today. That shoe does not. That shoe does nothing for me.
That shit sits on shelves. That shit sits on a shelf. That's
brand new, used. It doesn't matter. That shoe was.
Bruh, if they made that 0 right now, it's about to sell out.
Oh, it's gonna sell out now.
Let them make a 0 right now, my nigga.
Yeah,
the exact shoe. It's a wrap.
It sells out now. That's a fact. It sells out.
Yeah,
now.
if it comes out now, put it like this: Nike, it's in their best interest to debut this on StockX. I mean, on the sneakers app because of only because of the show, it's gonna do well.
Right,
but they have to label it from the show. The Netflix series Sneakerhead shoe called the Zero.
Collab.
Releases.
It has to be one of those. It has to be one of those theatrical, like you know when you go to the sneakers app and you hit the play, it's like
yeah.
And then like it's this white light, and then in the white light comes the 0.
And then look, and then they got a limited 100 pair that got the green smoothie on it. You know what I'm saying? They got the green little.
They got the green stain on it.
Hey,
yo, Nike, we giving y'all ideas. We giving y'all ideas, Nike. This is it right here.
Listen, and I guarantee you, at the next SneakerCon, we're gonna see all types of 0s
with green stains.
And the green, and they're gonna be like they get glow in the dark.
The green stain glows in the dark.
Oh shit! The 0 reflective, the 0 glow, nigga. The 0 glow.
Everybody's gonna have that 0 up in the air, like, yeah. How much?
Yeah.
No, I ain't doing no trades, boss. I ain't doing trades.
No trades.
I got these in Hong Kong. I got these across the water.
And then to think about it, he's like, oh, we can trade. Get the trade.
Random stranger, let's trade for these things off your feet. Like,
come on, bro. Like, stop. Hey. Oh man, it's this.
If they look how they found it, it was fishing. They gonna put the shirt, the NSYNC shirt, on the thing, and they just all of a sudden this nigga just walk up to the bar.
Come on, bro. Jason Statham breaks them out of the jail in Hong Kong. Come on, my nigga.
Oh, and don't forget. He sent you a penis pic. Like, come on, what are we doing?
It's crazy. Like, it was too much. It was too much.
Like, what does the penis pic has to do with anything in all 6 episodes?
They could have left that out.
Damn thing. They
Really?
left that all
I guess it was supposed to be funny, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's too much of a reach. But like I said, man, nevertheless, I out of a scale from 1 to 10 being the best, I'm giving that the episodes that I've seen, which is the first season, bro, I'm giving it a 2.
I agree.
I'm being generous.
Yeah, I'd have to. Yeah, that's being nice. I have to
I'm
say
being
that.
generous. I'd give it a 2.
Like I said, I'm not gonna say
for
it's trash, but
because you gotta
go watch it. Just everybody go watch it. That's the if you haven't seen it, just go watch it. Don't take our word for it. You know
just watch it, and if you would like to revisit this discussion on another live, I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I've watched all 6, so
That's
I'm here.
Hey man, I'm about to get out of here though, man. But like I said, I appreciate both of y'all for pulling up. I appreciate everybody in the chat. To the -20.
True freak, I be -20. Holy smokes,
man! Oh my goodness.
Damn.
But no,
IBA, you already know.
Man. IBA, man.
So,
good to see you again. It's good to good to see you, man. That's all I can
brother
say.
Is back.
No doubt,
Hell
no
yeah,
doubt.
it's good to see you. Definitely, but nigga, for real.
For so, man, y'all stay up there. I'm gonna let y'all continue.
You too, man. Y'all have a good one, man.
For sure, you too.
You already know.